Go on now, don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll have time to spare for that, I sense. I'm surprised you haven't had your fill of me already. Ah, I see. Perhaps I can help you with that. Another time. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here. Enjoy yourself tonight.
You have no... The singing...
Hey, you! Can you keep a secret? This party's boring. Should...
Go on now, don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll have plenty of time together on the way to Moonrise. In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on. Then you have never heard me singing, which makes you very fortunate. I'm sure there are. You strike me as extremely resourceful. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
You have the singing...
Hey, you! Just between you and me, when the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there. This party's boring.
Look where city.
I like these people. They're
I have seen the Kithraki terrace, yet they could not...
I smell their blood on you still. How torturous.
Oh, but do enjoy. Celebrate now.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. Enjoy myself? There's a worm in my brain. I'm surrounded by idiots, and all I've got to drink is wine that tastes like vinegar.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion. Not with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no. Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around. I hope you're not here to beg. It's so unbecoming. Funny, but unbecoming.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. Not tonight. Don't forget our little agreement.
Spilled my pint.
Not like you needed it.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Perhaps it'll make the evening.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Think of it. We'll be...
I buried my daughter! Your daughter roused the nest.
I will bear no more accusations.
Tell me, how's the wine? I want you to feel Her name was Arabella. Picture her! How scared she was. And no, this will hurt. She murdered my daughter!
Mary, look at her. She's miserable, alone, pathetic. Don't let her drag you down with her.
Let's go, before I change my mind.
That was a hard thing to do.
Here's hoping I don't regret it.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Can't give up now. I have been so blind that an outsider would show me the way of Sylvanas. After all I've done, you've no reason to believe me. But I'm grateful. Halsin's cancelled the rite, and I will face judgment. My fate belongs with the Tree Father. I sought the shadows and imperiled the grove. Thanks to you, I've seen light. I'll use it to heal blood, and I'll remember a serpent lives within me, waiting to... You saved my...
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone. Really? In truth, I don't feel these people... Karlak, the creature from hell will still... They aren't ready to get on the road on their own. Your words cheer me more. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy some time alone beneath the stars. Still...
This might be the wine talking, but I need an angle. Any ideas? Fitting.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero.
I do hope you have partaken of some... Why, that ballad was but a...
Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common... A wonderful one indeed. But your deeds loom larger than life now, my friend. You're simply a grove keeper. No, yeah. Back to the revelry.
Thank you.
There's that confidence. I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merriment, I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. More's the pity. There's something unspeakable. That, far be it from me, of course, to question your tastes. That, my friend, must remain a secret for now. Or rather, for as long... Another night.
Sherry! Or...
I need to... No.
How about... two tiefling...
Enjoy yourself tonight. Come on.
How many goblins did we kill? 10?
The buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone.
There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? You sleep alone, uplifted by memories of your recent triumphs.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done. Moonrise Towers beckons. I've told you all I know, and now I'll join your camp to help you face whatever's to come. With luck and the Oak Father's blessings, we might actually survive. Are you ready? There is a terrible curse surrounding Moonrise Towers. A shadow curse that drains away all light and life. Few can resist it without dying or transforming into shadow beings. You can try to journey overland if you wish, but I strongly advise you go under. There is a tunnel leading from the Temple of Saluna right down into the Underdark and beyond. The entrance is hidden somewhere in the ruins. I believe if you find this entrance, you'll discover a route that leads to Moonrise Towers, bypassing the worst of the Shadow Curse. Aradin and his lot were looking for the same entrance. They sought an artifact called the Night Song that was supposed to be housed somewhere down there. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Indeed. We've quite the journey ahead of us. Oakfather's blessings to you. I've inspected a tadpole up close and seen the effects of them on the absolute so-called true souls. Powerful, certainly, but clearly arrested by magic, too. The question I just can't answer is, who has done this? And why? There'll be no firm answers until Moonrise Towers, I fear. It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow-cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better. Precious little, but I'm quite certain it can still be found. Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection. Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source. Perhaps, but we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. Wonderfully. If I'm honest, the Grove was too comfortable for my tastes. I felt removed from nature. I'll miss my books, that I can find all the wisdom they contain out here, firsthand. I'm sure something will come to me, given time. There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same. Perhaps. But best to not dwell on nights past. There are plenty more yet to come.
Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek?
You wish to speak? Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found. It's had the whole region of those who remained our shadow. We have to get to Moonrise. But the less time we...
I hope that's the end of this silly quarrel. They'll have no energy for...
I'll say one thing for our troop. We're not short on drama. Your enterprising approach to my problem is most... I do not yet need to consume an item, but...
The dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth. He relinquishes the ball. His eyes track the ball avidly. He shuffles on his paws, Scratch's tongue lolls out happily. His
Shah's blessings upon you. Fine. What's on your mind? I suppose some would commend our act. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. I don't think I've ever had, after all. What I shared with you about...
Oh, a pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment.
You saved my life. No traps, please.
So it's true. You scattered the as am I. Of course. May you keep...
I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred I answer to...
You did this.
Should be easy. Let's hope for gold.
You think you saved us? You, sooner or later.
We're free of the goblins. The days ahead won't be easy.
Still alive, so that's progress. Look where city
Shh! I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the co- Yes. 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 This is perfect. Stop it! Help! Help!
Your light fingers were too heavy this time. You've been caught stealing. What will you do? If your intention was to make things worse, you certainly succeeded. Gold may have made your problem.
The other tieflings have finally...
We wasted so much time fighting. Sylvanas taught us a lesson by
The druids will not stand by while you abscond with their idol. Your next move will decide your fate. You are forgiven. This punishment for tampering with...
Time to strike. I am fury. I am death. Victory awaits. Execute! Extextura! Time to strike.
Hungry for the slaughter.
Take you.
Can't slow down.
I am fury. I am death.
Go for the throat. Make it hurt.
Can't give up. Have to keep going. Victory awaits. No time to waste.
I'm ready. Yes, here.
You wish to speak?
trust in the Tree Father. He will bring us balance. We lost our way. Never again.
Maybe if I just lose my grace. Some normal...
Careful, I bite.
This is the devil Will has been tasked to kill.
Me! Never been better. Oh, fuck me. It's you, from the Nautiloid. Please tell me I found you before those so-called Paladins of Tyr did. Now that's a story, and I'll tell it to you.
A great heat roars through you. Then you're lost in visions of the Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that? Fuck's sake. Guess that explains the voices. I'm Karlak. And you are... Well met, soldier. Now that we're old pals, a little background. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I'm so good, Zariel, the Archdevil... I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. Zariel sent goon after... The latest yappy little dog she sicked on me are nearby. A group of dopes posing as Paladins of Tyr. Fuck yes. They cornered me out. After we've mopped them up, we can...
A warrior who winks at her foes while she slays them. You'd be a fool to refuse her.
I'd hug you if it wouldn't scorch your skin off. Why don't you clear things with your leader before we team up? If there's one thing Zariel taught me... What to do. Ready to team up? Fuck yes. No room in your party. What should I do?
Until later, then.
Excellent. Hey, trust me, I'll tell you all about it after we... Depends on the type. Demons, on the other hand, sharp instincts. Anyway, what were we talking about? Funny. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my... Oh, man. Lucky you. That... My family home's long gone. Hey, You really did it, huh? Well, what can I... And yet... Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this. Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet. You can say whatever you want. You aren't... I don't... You'd agree with me if... Now...
Whatever killed those gnolls might be nearby. Careful.
Cut it out. It's worse than gnolls out.
Nothing we need to worry about.
That's ease, friend.
Please, no more.
Cut the crap.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home.
There's something in the squint of his eye. You suspect he's lying.
Enough! Enough!
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison.
More
Quickly.
No choice but to keep going.
Let's finish this.
What's this? Ooh, fun.
In.
Let's move.
Time to push my luck again. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Need to act fast. On my way.
Put him up. And...
Not here.
Well, so much for peace.
I'm ready.
Fuck yes. Eat it. Fuck them. Fuck Thariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now! That ought to do it.
Karlach's
Whew. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Honey, I could go all night. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. Well now, maybe I could make his acquaintance. Maybe even manage a pat or bump without... Let's go find your friend.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes. Worth a rummage? What do we have here? Better get to it. collapsed tunnel. Looks like it claimed some victims as well. That might be worth a look.
No chance I'll fit through that.
Ugh, that stench. Body must have been here for a good while.
Well, hello.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Outmaneuver them.
The year, 10 air. The place, a sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlak, a knock-knee delinquent from the outer city with everything to... I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Through the jigs and the reels he made, she put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. 10 years of that. Guy named I guess I would... Sometimes I'm jealous. Gives me energy. Power. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. I'd trade you if I could, but hey, that's life. Hey. First things first, I need to get this engine tuned. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right? You really did it, huh? Well, what can I... And yeah... Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead, do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be, just... Oh! How do you... Fine. Now... What? Sounds boring. Oh, fine.
You wish to speak?
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile. I might need you to be more specific there. Just one artifact will suffice. Glad to see you're so well stocked on suitable relics, but I only need one. Thank you. It is a strange experience. Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I've... merely drizzles. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Thank you for the art.
Isn't it glorious?
condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile. Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time, somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the... I'm not certain. Thank you.
Yeah, 10 years of that guy gives me energy. If I'm excited at all, agonizing. Gods, you've never met anyone so desperate for a hug as this one right here. Pathetic, perhaps, but oh well. Can't have. Hey. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right?
Isn't it glorious? The party's full. You'll need to make room. Well chosen.
Watch your back.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
eager for battle.
A long way to go still.
Assume nothing.
What now?
Scratch's tail wags in.
You wish to speak? Wonderfully. I'll miss my books. That I can find all the wisdom that... Is that so? Well, nature does abhor waste. I will keep watch, thank you. I had a feeling time in your company would prove fruitful.
One horn! The stink of a bird!
Well, I'll be God's damned.
Karlach! The archdevil Zariel's gladiator!
Well, not counting the fuckers that...
Shut it, devil! I know your kind. A heart darker than
A devil?
A great fight. You are Karlach, tearing through to the front lines of the Blood War.
Proof! Clear as...
I've tried to tell you. I'm...
Another vision. Karlach's blade rays slicing through devils. Will shudders with Karlach's.
By Balduran's helm,
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier.
And yet you served.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. She...
No! Devils cannot be trusted!
You know monsters better than anyone. Can't you look in my eyes and see I'm not a devil?
You don't know what this means.
I'm asking you to live, Will. I swear to you.
Shit, you really are no...
Oh.
You would have done...
Truce, then?
I see the good in you.
It's almost a pity things ended so amicably. Seeing those two duke it out would be fun.
Good thing for Will that Karlach called it. Mark my word, you might consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. And when it won't, my faith in Vlaakith will guide.
You've been witness to a pantomime. I'm sorry to say. And it means that one night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted. And you're not in any danger.
Thank goodness that's all dealt with. The odds are stacked higher. Your enterprising approach to my problem is I do not yet need to consume an item.
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick move. Same. Now,
It seems like Will and Karlach will play nice from now on.
I suppose you want to hear about Cazador. My old master. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord, and not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. A vampire's spawn is less than a slave. They're a puppet. We have no choice but to obey our master's commands. They speak, and our bodies react. It's all part of the deal. Sometimes he'd order us to submit to torture. Sometimes he'd have us torture ourselves. Whatever his weather-vane mood settled on. Thank you, but this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there, and they might not be the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows. What more could I ask? Now, is that all? I won't lie. If I lose the tadpole, it's grim either way. Figuring out what's happening to us, confronting a god called the Absolute, and then finding time to kill my old master before he can control. Yes, that's an option, but I would...
Shah's blessings upon you.
You really did it. Well, and yet... Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this. Good.
My faith will guide me. Keep low and quiet.
Tricks.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Time to move.
I will ascend.
At the ready.
Over here.
I will ascend. Got to concentrate. Strike hard, strike fast. You need patching up. Take two.
On my way.
Light on my feet. What should I do? Take two. Healing. Take things in hand. I won't give in. Last much longer.
Let's go.
Blood comes easy these days.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Come on, then.
Nothing important is ever easy.
What's the plan?
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Got to keep fighting. Let me strike true. Take you.
Still on my feet.
Swift and lethal. Taste my fury. You will not take me. Come on, up.
Take two.
Let's have some fun.
Never a dull moment. You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Swift and lethal. Fall before my time.
With pleasure.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Good. Again.
Victory awaits. Taking position.
This feels good.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
By the gods. You're a sweet... Are any of my crew still alive? This whole journey's been one...
Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
We're bound for Baldur's Gate.
Got some cargo to deliver. Joaquin's Rest. Listen, you should meet my associates. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow.
Aye, the whole reason he gets his...
Tarrants are the currency of the Zentarim. A network of merchants and mercenaries with few.
You know who we are. This is the point when a clever lass like you accepts my gratitude and walks away. If I give up that cargo, let's go our separate ways and be thankful we're all in one piece. Of course. I was just about to...
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all. It's half digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
That's curious.
Thanks again.
How you holding up? I'll be glad when we're out.
Hands off that!
What's inside? Be wary. This place is trapped.
Keep a blade close.
That helped.
I'm fine. And so's the chest, more important. Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all. The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still
Symbol.
alive. That's lucky.
Tippy toes.
How you holding up?
I'm fine. And so's the chest, more important.
I don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
Some do want visitors. go then.
I'll be glad when we're...
Thanks again.
That symbol in the blood. What does it mean?
That's lucky.
Make way. Can't afford to let up.
At least things have stayed interesting. Anything of use? Wonder what's past this.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
or you break. Survival is all that matters. Best be on my way.
Let's finish this. On I go.
Make it hurt.
Victory awaits.
The beast reeks of brimstone. You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones. You watch with cold realization. Gnolls can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas. You land a swift strike against her skull. As the life fades from her eyes, the gnoll within her...
I'll take that.
Still on my feet.
Swift and lethal. Open up. What should I do?
Nothing will stand in my way. Place is overrun with gnolls.
No wonder if they're leaping from hyenas left and right.
Let's move. The smell of blood will draw trouble.
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
What's that?
Action, not reaction.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
Will, you call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron and his... We had a deal, Will.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you.
That's no kind... Zariel.
You told me!
How precious. Clause G, Section 9. Karlach meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Kill me? I wouldn't recommend it. I die, and Will turns to a Lemure and gets sucked. Which reminds...
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
What the hells have you done?
The promise broke. Get used to the new form. Now, let Karlach. I'll be keeping my... Oh, and Will?
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm really... Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again.
Looking at something? The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition, it doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you. Preening in the looking glass. Petty vanity. Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red. I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost. What? I want to know what the world sees when it looks at me. What you see. Excuse me, I'm an eternally young vampire, not your doting grandmother. You can do better. What else? This is meant to be flattery, not poetry. Just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day. Observant. Mirrors aren't much use, but being reflected in someone else's eyes? Well, I could do worse.
So, Will did the right thing.
The Blade of Frontier. Still. Mark, you might consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. It won't hear my faith in Vlaakith will guide me.
You wish to speak? With such stimulating company? Never better.
God's damn her. Just look at me. I'd be hunting devil, not Zara.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe...
It's Mizora who grant. Before I was infected, I could eat, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every... I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact, but I'll say this. The moment I... It was worth the sacrifice.
Shah's blessings upon you.
Though you seek repose, there is one who yearns for you in the dark. Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. Lots of people make promises. Few keep them. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Fishing for blackmail material, that's all. Go on. I insist. Seems like you truly know the city. I never got to explore it to my liking. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting. Sounds like you just need a little more liquid inspiration. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What? I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
That didn't hurt, did it? I'd like to think that would have happened anyway. Let's head back, if we must.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. It may be moonrise. With luck and the Oak Father's blessings. Onward then.
All's well, I hope.
I was going to say the very same thing. As soon as I worked, I can't recall the last time I shared so much, and that was before the kiss. I hope so too. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well. Very serious of you, but go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your...
What's next?